Hello, welcome to Talk Audio TV from my tiny little boxy shaped office, where today I'm looking at the Blaupunkt New York 800. It's a double DIN. It's an incredibly powerful multimedia smorgasbord of one. I'll just turn it on and show you. Here we go. Bam, let's power the thing up. I've got another screen coming off the rear output. In actual fact, I'll be showing you how to hook up that rear output. This is a NES overhead monitor. They come in lots of sizes, but this is a lovely example of the genre. A little bit of hiss there because I haven't got anything plugged into the FM aerial. Let's just have a little look at the menu there. Beautiful graphics on this thing. Ooh, look at that. Lots of choices. USB 1, USB 2, because there's a USB on the front and the back. And in fact, the USB is the first thing I'm going to connect. This is a verbatim 8GB USB stick, or I call it bean, I'm not sure. Let's pop this in the front. There's a little door that you open up here. Normally flush, otherwise you need a thumbnail or something just to stick in there, but pop that in there and it's immediately going to say USB 1 loading, and it's going to have a little shifty at what's on that USB 1. There we go, talk amongst yourselves. The music inspired by Cesar Manrique from the Canary Islands, Lanzarote. Hippie trippy tunes, man. Oh, another tune. Something equally as... It's starting with waves, man, waves. Oh god, this is a whole trippy album of sort of music for the artist. Distant bells, yeah, this is too weird. Let's see what's on this SD card. Place that in there, make sure it's in straight. There we go. Shove it in the thumbnail, click, and we're going to now read a SD card. Well, but we're not seeing that on the rear, are we? So let's go menu. Pretty good, these pictures I took. And let's go to the second screen of this. And if I just go SD fling to the rear, show the screen, and yes! Thank God for that, there it is. When I got the output going to the back of the vehicle. There's various things on the SD there. Let's check out a little bit of DVD action though. Just another medium. So it's saying loading on the rear screen. Interestingly, you sometimes get more graphics on the rear screen, information wise, than you do on the front, which is kind of cool. No idea why that would be. There's a bit more data. This is just proof that the machine remembers where we'd got to on this disc. Just went straight back in where I was playing. I think that's cool.
Our average hot import night show holds about 400 to 500 cars.
Okay, hot import nights. This is my iPod Touch 4th generation. This is the J-Link wire, and possibly the reason why there was a little bit of a delay. They are readily available, but I couldn't find one in Halfords. I just plug that in, and that's immediately going to know what's going on. Bimp. It says iPod. Here we go. Now the point about the J-Link is it has a separate AV to USB output, which is better for the slightly not completely computers devices, which are car head units. So you have to have a plug hole that goes into the iPod and then comes out showing you pictures as a separate little thing. Now I've just tickled up movies because I want to see what we've got in there. Let's go down here. Oh no, we actually want movies. That's gives you categories of movies. You can have rental ones, and I've got some film trailers, I've got some stuff I've made myself, and I've got one of a very irresponsible friend doing something bizarre which I took off YouTube. This is flying. The soundtrack is distorted on the video, and that is what it looks like. Yes, Andy is a superhero. He's hanging out of that car. Look how fast they are going, guys. That was not safe. That was not safe or clever or sensible. A little bit of copyright material there, so let's go back to the menu and hit disc again. All kinds of fabulous things. So lots and lots and lots of sources available through the Blaupunkt New York, and one of the really coolest things is that you can choose what actually goes in which direction. Let's just turn the video down there. So that's there's two AV outputs, Am I right? Yes, there's 2 AV outputs. There's certainly lots and lots of inputs. You can play all kinds of sources. I did manage to find 1 or 2 types of files that I didn't like, but there again, there are so many files out there. What you have to do is just check, record a couple of little experiments on your computer, chuck them into the machine, see if it likes them. Fact is, it will read most things, and just remember, do connect it up safely, because if you hook it up the wrong way, you'll be able to watch video while you're driving along and can get into terrible trouble. So, Adam Rayner signing out for Talk Audio TV. Really pretty darn impressed by the Blaupunkt New York 800.